Hello, this is Jen Berryhill with Moons of Ascension. Wanted to just jump in today and bring you this transmission that's been coming through for this upcoming lunar cycle as we're entering into a new moon. And we're going to have an epic week on deck for us because we also have a solar eclipse coming in with this new moon. And I thought I would just share what's coming in, just a little something to whet your stellar appetite. And hopefully, this will bring you some peace, maybe some comfort, maybe a little insight for what you may be experiencing on this next cycle of the moon. And so, before I was going to record this video, Spirit was just like, get outside and take a walk and connect with nature, connect with the sun. And I found myself led to this beautiful part of the path where it's like just this green grassy hill, and you can see the dandelions starting to sprout, and there's just this little trickle of water that's going through, and it was just so beautiful. The sky was so blue, and there was this beautiful gentle breeze, and the clouds, these puffy white clouds just drifting by, just so beautiful, such an amazing connection. And as I'm walking, sure enough, this little white butterfly just jumps out of the grass and started dancing around me. I'm like, well, how perfect is this? And such an affirmation to coming into the butterfly moon. And, it's also fun for me because I was vision questing up at Harney Peak a few years ago, and that's where my spirit name came in as White Butterfly Woman. And so it just was kind of fun and a little bit of magic in my day. And it made me think about Harney Peak and how cool is this? So in the springtime, the tribal people would travel to Harney Peak, which is in the Black Hills in South Dakota. And they would go into the Harney Peak area for ceremony when the sun was in the Pleiadian constellation. And the ceremony at the Harney Peak area was called They Are Dancing for the Thunders That Are Theirs. And it was a ceremony to welcome back Wakia, a spiritual power which manifested itself through the thunder and lightning. Wakia is both a life-giving and life-destroying power that fights against evil. And so, I thought I would, as I'm sharing this transmission, play for you some video that I took from last summer. We were at Sundance in 2022, and after the ceremony, we were blessed with this amazing lightning show. And it just felt so powerful, and how perfect is, just how everything is syncing together and weaving so beautifully. Because also working with us this month, we have grandmother Abari, and she is the goddess of sound and frequency. And she works with and uses rage of the fallen angels to break up stagnant energy and portions of creation. She is a cosmic sound healer who works with the potential of manifestation of the spoken word that creates. And she is a Pleiadian goddess, which is, they're the mothers of our world. They send us light, sound, love, and renewal. And Pleiades is like the cosmic cord binding the earth to infinity. And their attunement awakens our inner stars, our chakra system. So we're coming into this amazing time of healing. With the butterfly moon, we open the StarGate of healing. And it's a time of transformation, as we all know, with the butterfly. And so the test of this moon cycle is to be as a child in the mother's garden and to care for earth and sky. So the earth and the sky, the earth and the air, and it's just so beautiful how the butterfly can really embody both aspects of those elements. And we're also working with the universal law of change. And for many of us, when we're experiencing change, it gets us out of our comfort zone. And that's part of the healing, is that if we want change, we have to go inside and do the internal work to do the healing that we need to move forward. We have to bust through the blocks, and we have to bust through our own resistance and, using this fiery energy of this next cycle with Pisces moving into Aries, working with the visible sky in the true sidereal aspect, we'll see our shift into Aries, and it's a time of creating movement and action. And it's a very reflective period for these next few weeks. And we're finishing cultivating our receptive side and getting more in touch with our soul. And it's just going to be a very soul-guided month with action. And it's a time for initiative and really looking inside for what is our personal needs and wants, and really applying that fiery energy with good intention, with a strong intention, and develop action-oriented qualities. And so as we're in this month, we can also use this tone, this key of E, if you wanted to bring that into your meditation, if you find some cool, like 432 hertz music, something in the key of A to listen to and do a meditation with as you're working with this energy of transformation. It'll just help to level up the whole activation experience. And the star DNA activation point within the body is the sacrum. And that sacrum contacts the abundant realms and the energies of strength, health, happiness for the body, heart, mind, and soul. Again, the soul. And it is the time of the Kundalini awakening and arising. And what I find so fascinating when I look at what the sacrum looks like on the skeletal structure, you'll see inside the sacrum on both sides, there are 4 holes. And so there's 4 holes on the feminine side and 4 holes on the masculine side, and then the spine going up through the middle, sort of that middle pillar of light. And so we have all this access into portals of realities to contact those abundant realms and bring in that strength and health and happiness for the body and the heart and the mind, and activating that awakening of the Kundalini and bringing in greater balance of the masculine and feminine within ourselves, as well as, into this collective energy that when we do this work, it rebalances those that we come into contact with and those that we pray for and connect with. So with the universal law of change and the new moon of the butterfly, it's Kamimila. And she is, we work with her to invoke butterfly medicine. She's butterfly woman. She's the keeper of the pathway of change. And change is that guidepost for that movement that we call life, as life is ever changing, ever growing, and ever expressing. And butterfly medicine is an acceleration of transformation and working with the 4 worlds of the medicine wheel. So we can activate and invoke this symbol for change and accelerate our growth, accelerate our healing. And it's really powerful medicine because, we can shift through things so much faster. And this is so supportive on so many levels. It can do so much healing, not just only on us, but if we activate the symbol, we can do healing on the land and do healing, in our home, or, put it into a collective space and do healing in an area where they might have just experienced a big trauma, like let's just say a shooting or something like that. But it's a really powerful symbol. And what's really significant about these 4 worlds of the medicine wheel is that, we start off as this egg. We're inside this cosmic womb. And here is where we can really develop our purpose. This is the space where we can do our visioning and really ask those important questions. Who am I? Where am I going? What is it that I need? What are my needs and wants? And how do I develop them? What is it that I need to heal? How can I change? And what is change? So it's a time of great reflection, inner reflection. And then as the egg transforms into the caterpillar, so the caterpillar coming out of the egg, this is the aspect of movement and taking that purpose and that vision and living it out loud in the world. This is us experiencing love. And as we know, these caterpillars come out and all they want to do is eat. And so it's a great time to, use that vision and connect with the knowledge that you need in order to effectuate the change that you would like to see in your life. So really digesting information and digesting these questions and the answers that you're given so that, you're plumping up and you're getting ready to go into your next phase of transformation, which is entering into the cocoon, that cosmic womb of the mirror of self. And this is where we discover the love within the sacred silence. And then moving into this next stage of transformation, only in the protection of Mother's heart can the wings of spirit grow. So out comes the butterfly. As if dropping your robe, you emerge as this new being in the air of true reality. And so those are the 4 stages, the 4 worlds of the medicine wheel that the grandmother butterfly teaches us and works with if we choose to invoke and work with this energy and this information, these teachings. I'll share with you what the symbol is, and if you'd like to play around with that and use it in your meditations or bring it into your space, either in your room or outside on the land. What we do is we draw the symbol and then we circle it as a way to activate it. And it's just a really good time to sit and pray with that symbol. Give it some time, sit with it for about 10 minutes or more if you can. And that really activates the symbol to do the magic that it does, which is transformation. So along with the new moon, we mentioned that there's also this eclipse happening, the solar eclipse. And eclipses are also really, really potent times because this is when it's like a closing and an opening. It's a death and rebirth type of experience. And with the sun, it strips away the old self and giving yourself sort of the new robe. So your new form, your new life, the new transformation. And from this time forward, you must prepare for these times, for they will be strong spiritual initiations. Everyone in the solar system will feel how Mother Earth changes through each of these blinkings of my eye. Understand that the light which comes will be of a higher intensity and greater purpose each time. And then to top it all off, we go into retrograde, Mercury retrograde on Friday. And so what Spirit shared with me about retrograde is that it's a time to do a deeper cleanse. And so it works so perfectly with this time of healing inside the cocoon, inside the egg, to go into those deeper levels of healing, kind of like into those dark places that don't see much light. And so it's really a time to cultivate until the soils, so to speak, of your soul, and to find greater purpose. We have to bring the unconscious to consciousness, and there's ways to do that during retrograde that it helps to get into those hard to reach places, is what they said to me. So, you can tune up your your activations in your body by drinking really, really good pure water, spending time daily with meditation, sitting outside, enjoying nature. And, there's a product called Zeolite, which is really, really great for removing toxins and metals from your body. So, it's just a great opportunity to really dive deep and do really deep cleaning in the self. So, I just wanted to share that much with you all today. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate your likes and comments and shares and subscriptions to my channel. And stay true to your own heart. People are going through a lot right now. And this eclipse and new moon and retrograde season this month is likely to stir up a lot for a lot of people that may not even be on the path of doing the work. And so we may be finding ourselves at the effect of others' projections And the best that we can do is to honor them by giving them our compassion and just simply holding space and maybe not even engaging and just simply stepping away for a moment or longer if needed to, just allow the space to stay neutral and to give ourselves the best chance for our own personal journey and healing and positivity. And, reach out to others if you're finding you're having a hard time, because sometimes we need somebody else to help show us what our resistance is, to help us bust through the blocks and bust us on our own excuses. So we can't always take ourselves where we need to go. And so sometimes reaching out to somebody else, they may have a perspective that we aren't able to see on our own. So I'm here for you too, and feel free to reach out to me. I'll leave some links in the comment section. And hope you're all doing well on this new moon. I look forward to hearing from you on your journey. Thank you so much.